Hi everyone, welcome to another Let's Talk Business video. We are reaching the end of the year and today I want to give you the Handmade Business End of Year Checklist. I'm Delmith with Inventora here, and you know that I'm also a small business owner. I love to share here all my experiences, my stories, and what I have been learning in the journey of being a small business owner. Today, I want to give you some advice of the things that you could do to finish the year the way you need to do it. I know that this time of the year for handmade business owners is the busiest season of the year. I know that time is super valuable. With that being said, I know that making products, going to farmers markets, going to new events for your business is super important at the end of the year, but also it is important to take some time to take care of some tasks that are really important for you to start the year the way you need to do it. I know that after all the crazy events and holiday season, the only thing that you want is to take a vacation or sleep all the time you can. I truly believe that these tasks that I'm going to give you in this checklist are going to be the ones that you need for you to end the year the way you need to do it. And of course, it will set you up to a great start of a new year. So let's get into it. The first one is that you need to review the last year's revenue goals. If you're like me, you started the year writing the goals that you wanted to achieve in this year with your business. In my case, I love to review these goals every quarter of the year to see if I need to make some adjustments or if a goal wasn't something that I really wanted to do or something was changing over the time. I just like to review if I'm going in the right path. So going into the last quarter of the year helped me review the goals that I have achieved. Of course, I have achieved some of them and some of them are just going to be there for another year. But it gives me a good vision of where my business is and also if I can still reach some of the goals. Also, it's key to review your business plan. There, remember that you have all the goals that you want for the first years of your business and also the ones that are for a long term. It is important that every end of the year, you go to your business plan and review the goals that you have there and see if some things have been changing over time and if your long-term goals are going to be changing as well. The second thing that you really need to do is to update your employees and suppliers information. If you have employees, this time is perfect to review all of their information. For example, if you have the correct phone number, the addresses, and payroll information. All of those things, if probably they are moving the next year to another house and they're going to be changing their address, all of those things, you really need to have them updated to have everything ready for the next year. Another good thing if you have employees is to review their performance over the year or over the months they have been working for you. You should take some time to review their performance over the year. Write down the positive things, the negative things, if you want them to change something or if you want them to keep doing something that they were doing really great that have been changing your business. You should write down all of that things. At the beginning of the year, you're going to sit down with each one of them and give them your feedback. So that way your employees and you are going to start with the same mindset and everything is going to be flowing the way you want it to be flowing. And now with your suppliers, it's also important to review their information. If you have some suppliers that actually you're not using, you should review why. Also with the ones that you really know that you have a constant contact, you should go with them and thank them for the things that they have done over the year. And also, it is a good time to review their prices and see if you can make like a negotiation for next year and see if you can get better prices. The third thing that you need to do is to audit your website. I think that many of us, or probably it's just me, but when I created my website, I was super excited. I took a lot of time to create it as I wanted. We know that the website is a powerful tool because it's the direct contact of the customers to your brand. But once we launch it, we can probably lose attention to the website. We're just like, okay, it's done. I don't need to focus on that. I'm going to be focusing on something else. And we leave it behind. But at the end of the year, it is super important to revisit your website and see if you need to update your images, your headlines, in order to keep your site up to date. With that being said, the audit means that you need to revisit your site and see if your SEO is working, if the keywords that you have in your descriptions and headlines are still keywords that people are looking for, or if not, go to Google and see what keywords are going to be the ones that you really need to have in your website in order to generate more traffic. Look if you need to edit your images. I know that images are a powerful source for your business. Why? Because if you're just selling online, that's the only thing that people are seeing of your products. Review if your images are explaining all the things that you want them to see, if they can understand how to use it, if they can see all the details that you have put into each one of your products. If not, take a time to say, okay, I need to do a photo shoot of this and that things. Also, you can go to Google Search Console if you want to have deep analytics of your site. You can also review your links. If you have links in your site, see if they are working. All of those little details take some time at the end of the year to see if you have everything the way you want it. The fourth thing that I highly recommend you to do is to conduct a physical inventory. This is super important if you are a business that is operated on a calendar year basis. But honestly, that's not only the reason to do it. This annual physical inventory is super important for tax purposes, but also is a great way to evaluate what products tend to sell more and what products don't do as well. I know that probably it's not one of the things that you want to do at the end of the year, but trust me, with a lot of markets and sales and Black Friday and Small Business Saturday and all of those events that you had at the end of the year, the inventory is an essential thing to do. I know that this can be challenging at the end of the year because all of the things that I mentioned, but you are not alone. With this task, I highly recommend to use Inventora. Inventora can help you simplify this process. And if you are already an Inventora user, this task is going to be a piece of cake. As I mentioned, if you are already using Inventora, you are going to have your inventory up to date because you are going to have your e-commerce platforms sync into the system and all the sales that are coming into your e-commerce platforms and farmers markets. And if you have everything updated, the system is going to give you the accurate numbers of your materials and your products. So it is going to be an easy task. If you're using Inventora, the first thing that I highly recommend you to do is to go to your audits and create a new audit. This way, you are going to be able to check what you have in your shelves and match it with the things that you have in Inventora. You will detect which products are your slow movement products, which supplies are the ones that you really need. If you see some supplies there for a long time, you should review who was the supplier and what did you order to say, okay, these supplies, I actually don't need them. And also you are going to see what products you always need to have in stock. The easy thing is that you can just grab a tablet or your phone and walk around with the Inventora audits that you can do there, or you can print it and just go do it by hand. The system is perfect and it will fit your needs. After you finish your audit, you can go to Inventora and go to your reports. In the reports section, you can see and review your most popular products. If you are not sure which products are your popular products, Inventora has the report section, and it will tell you what products did you sell more over the year. You can also see your total sales by e-commerce platform. So if you have Etsy and Shopify, you can select there that you want to see only your sales on Etsy, and you're going to have all the data that you need to have of Etsy, and you can do that as well with Shopify. Also, if you have wholesale or retail, you can also see your data there. And also, if you finish your audit and you have all your numbers accurate in your shelves with Inventora, you can also see the value of your materials and the products that you have in stock. The goal of this end of year inventory is to have that proper cutoff, correct quantities, and completeness of count, as well as indication of damaged items that you have in your shelves. With this being said, if you use the help of Inventora with this task, you can go a long way toward streamlining your inventory management, and you're going to be reporting accurate numbers and having less of a headache with your end of year audits. The tip here is to use Inventora for your end of year inventory. That way you're going to see a huge difference, and it's going to be something that you're going to end just like this. And the last thing that I want you to do is to celebrate your accomplishments. Just take a moment to reflect all your accomplishments that you have during the year with your business. With all the things that we have in our plate, we can honestly lose track of our accomplishments. The end of the year is the perfect time to review what you have done. Just take a look back and say, hey, I didn't remember that I achieved this in January. Probably you're going to see a lot of things that you didn't remember. I really encourage you to look back over the year and see all of the things that you have accomplished. When you start seeing all the accomplishments, it is also good to let the people that help you over the year know about all of these accomplishments. Your friends, your family, your employees. Spread the word, and also to your customers. When you have loyal customers, they also love to hear about your success. Feel proud about it. Don't just leave all those accomplishments for you. Share them and tell the world that your business is growing, that you are achieving all the things that you have planned. Share the happiness, and I think the end of the year is the perfect time to do it. This was my checklist. There are just 5 things for you to do at the end of the year. Take that time. I know that the end of the year is daunting. It is manageable if you follow this checklist. I'm a truly believer that if you have a checklist, you have more chances to do all the things that you have planned. After you are done with this checklist, you can start planning the vacation that you have wished your entire year. It's time also for you to take a break and celebrate all the things that you have done, all the effort that you inputted into your business. I wish you all the best this upcoming year, and I really hope that this year was a year to remember for your handmade business. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to keep learning with me, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Bye!